Yeah, g'day guys, this is a Hang Loose Recluse reactions to Sooks complaining in YouTube comments videos, and in this comment by a guy called John Staring, he has a big sook. Just listen to this sook. Listen to what this sook has to say about sooking.
So this video operator is willing to film some poor unfortunate dealing with police, but would he show his wife and daughter as well? Or would that be an invasion of their privacy? No sense of decency, only exercising his rights. Irrespective of moral responsibilities and respect for others, these guardians of our rights are simply antagonists looking to create a situation. As a citizen, you have moral responsibilities. These responsibilities trump your rights. It's pricks like you who I used to have to deal with, hiding behind the lounge room curtains, filming us paramedics attempting a resus a family member, or filming us trying to prevent a guy from bleeding to death on the road after his leg was torn off in a motorcycle accident. Fuck your rights.
Well, you know what, sir? Good on you for doing that job. You chose to do that fucking job. But one thing that you need to learn, and probably most likely never will, is that that's something that I just would never go down to. Do you complain about when the mainstream media does it? What about the cop shows and all those paramedic shows? Do you complain about all those production companies that go and do that and film that sort of stuff? Do you? Do you go and protest that and write on their comments and write all their fucking negative Nancy sort of stuff that comes out of your mouth and spill it out onto their pages? I'm sure you don't. But anyway, thanks for watching the Hang Loose Recluse channel, thanks for swinging by with your comment, and remember, we value your feedback, but we won't ever change just because you're crying over it. Thank you! And up next, we've got another Sooky comment here from a guy called Tigger Dog or Tig Dog or whatever the hell his name is. And he goes on to have a cry, and his cry goes like this.
And when the boogeyman is at your front door, they are the first people you would call to come and tuck you back in.
Yeah, okay, f***wit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to argue with that, because if I need to call them, I will, because that's what they do. That's what they're paid to do. That's what they're supposed to do. Not hassle everybody. Not hassle a camera operator when it states clearly in their media handbook, the police do not have the powers to prevent a person from taking photographs or filming operations or incidents from a public space, or confiscate photographic or filming equipment, delete images or recordings, or request or order a person to delete images or recordings. You know, it's like watching the watcher. You have to keep them accountable. So when we turn to full communist country, who's going to keep them accountable? Certainly not you, that's for sure. You bootlicker. Now get down and lick their boots. And up next, we've got another bootlicker by the name of Sam Current. And Sam goes on to say,
It is disrespectful to film someone without consent, law or no law. Show some manners and get permission. Just because you think it's okay and all good, mate, doesn't make it so.
Well, Sam, I wonder how many times you've pulled out your phone in random public scenarios and filmed things and had other people in the background of that video footage. At what point are you not allowed to pull out your mobile phone? I'm sure you've done it before, you bootlicker. Don't be such a fucking bootlicker, you bootlicker. And up next, we've got a guy called Giraffe, and he or she, or they or them, goes on to say,
Baiting police for content. You just lost a subscriber, mate.
Well, it wasn't really baiting police for content. It was filming police for content. But if you think it was baiting police, that's great. But if the police didn't react, and it's not my fault that they react now, they shouldn't react that way. They know that we're allowed to film. Anyone can film. Just remember, no one has a right to privacy in public. Oh, boo-hoo. I've got no subscribers anyway, so who cares? Thank you. And up next, we've got a comment from a guy called Mr. Jezelenko. Well, it could be a he or she, or a they or them. And anyway, Mr. Jezelenko goes on to say,
I see these videos of people filming police. It's not illegal to film in public narrative, and all it is serving in the long term is to normalise videoing people in public. Have a good think about where that will already is leading to.
Well, Dopey, if you checked, you'll see cameras everywhere. You'll see them everywhere. Supermarkets, Bunnings, Kmart, taxi cabs, train stations, buses, trains, workplaces, city streets, shopping centres, and wherever else you can think that there's a camera, it's already there. Don't think that just because we're suddenly filming the law, or filming them in action, which has always been the case, everyone picks up a mobile phone in this day and age, pal. Everybody picks up a mobile phone. And not one person thinks before they hit record, am I allowed to film this? No, because in public you don't have to think like that. You can pick up your camera in public and operate it how you see fit, as long as you ain't breaking the law. And there's no laws being broken here. Thank you, sir. Thanks for coming. Please don't subscribe. Thank you. And lucky last, we've got Wayne Thomas. And he, she, or they, them, go on to say,
Staring up the police with your camera. I bet you play the victim card in life.
Well, Wayne Thomas, thank you for your comment. We take all feedback seriously here at Hang Loose Recluse, and we really are concerned about your comment. We really don't know how you gathered that we always play the victim in life on this channel. Thank you. There's just nothing worth replying to that. But if people go in and look at all the replies, I've given Wayne many replies. I could probably go and show more of Wayne, but Wayne went on to have more of a cry, and then he had a cry again, and every message he ever sends, it's a cry. So he keeps coming back. He keeps watching this sort of stuff. He doesn't like it, but he keeps looking for this stuff on the internet to search for it, to look for it. Wayne, if you don't like this shit, just stick to macrame videos, mate. Just give the stuff a rest. Stop trying to search for videos that you can have a cry about. Anyway, guys, this has been another Hang Loose Recluse comments reading bloody production thing. What I'm going to do now is read out a comment from Paul, who gave us information from the Police Media Handbook. For all of the sooks out there and the bootlickers, you're all in this video, you've all been included. Except for Paul, of course, because Paul's given us a comment that I'm going to read out now. Just check it out, guys. Anyway, if you like these Hang Loose Recluse reading negative comments, keep the negative comments up and I'll pick them out and I'll just do some responsive videos, because I'm not going to bother replying to any of them anymore. I'm just going to screen record them and reply this way. This is the best possible way that I can do it. So anyone out there wants to have a whinge after even seeing this video, have a whinge in the comments and I'll make videos about it. Up next, I'm going to read a comment from Paul, which will most likely be able to help everybody out there if they ever need to use this information while filming police. The following is an excerpt from a freely accessible online police media handbook. The police do not have the powers to prevent a person from taking photographs or filming operations or incidents from a public space, or confiscate photographic or filming equipment, delete images or recordings, or request or order a person to delete images or recordings. And if a police officer tries to confiscate equipment or interferes with members of the public to delete images or recordings, the officers may be liable for prosecution for assault or trespass to the person concerned. And in respects to the recording private conversations, it is legal as reasonably necessary for the protection of the lawful interests of that principal party, example being you, the camera operator. The following is an excerpt from a principal of a criminal law firm. Courts recognize that recording police activities is legal. However, with technology and laws constantly changing, some police officers have not yet been trained otherwise. They may also feel his or her authority is being challenged and react accordingly. The advice from the CEO of a lawyer firm is calmly explain what you're doing, and you have the legal right to do so. This has been another Hang Loose Recluse production. We will try and make videos like this for all the future negative comments, because they aren't really worth replying to. So I won't waste my time anymore replying to them. I'll just reply to them in video format like this. So keep the negative comments up, the negative people out there. Have a cry. Don't forget to have a cry so I can do a Have a Cry series of Hang Loose Recluse videos. This has been another Hang Loose Recluse Have a Cry comment section video. Thank you.